Welcome to the interview.
And this is fresh.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Couch Show, Couch Talk. I might have been assassinated last episode. Not really. Maybe. Today we are interviewing a very special guest. He is a frog scientist who works in Afghanistan. He's a specialist on frogs and he's got very peculiar theories about these animals. See, most scientists, they'll collect specimens, they'll research DNA and this sort of stuff. Not our guest tonight. Our guest likes to inject frogs with fentanyl. Come on in.
Hey guys, me, Zach Bigglesworth. Very nice to be here.
Zach Bigglesworth, nice to meet you. So you know what we're doing tonight, Mr. Bigglesworth?
We're going to be trying some food.
While you talk about your latest project, injecting frogs with fentanyl and other drugs.
Yeah, not just fentanyl. We got heroin, we got trank, even got THC.
What's the difference between fentanyl and trank? Is that the same thing or...?
Trank is horse tranquilizer mixed with fentanyl.
He wasn't lying. We are going to be eating these Reese's Puffs and drinking copious amounts of alcohol. This one isn't alcoholic, but the other two are. We've got some Hennessy here, or we're going crazy. We're rich as hell. But mostly we'll be shoveling this into our mouths.
Absolutely. So, the whole point of injecting the fentanyl in the frogs is to study cancer research and disease prevention.
You know, what sort of benefits does this research give to regular people?
And they know how frogs act on fentanyl.
Well, I guess that can be something.
And we can research what it's like when frogs that have hallucinogenic abilities get injected with hallucinogenics.
Ooh.
Like liquid LSD.
Alright, we're digging in. We don't have milk or a bowl, we're just eating this stuff raw.
Scientists ain't no soy boys.
Yeah, I ain't no soy boys.
There's some frogs and fentanyl. Yeah, I need to quench my thirst.
Did you put fentanyl on that, Mr. Scientist? How do you inject these frogs with fentanyl?
I'm glad you asked. I brought a visual example.
Oh.
This is our bullfrog,
Show them up to the camera.
or Goliath frog right here. Whatever frog you want, whatever one we experiment on.
Alright, it's a frog, it's a frog.
This is our trank. Trank, fetty, heroin, whatever we're doing that day.
Is there anything in the needle right now?
No, it's just a visual example.
Alright, but it could be filled with, like you said, trank, fetty,
THC, LSD. So we got a frog here, right through the neck. Inject into the neck, or into the arm. Maybe take some blood and then put it back in. Make sure all of it gets in there.
Does it make a difference where you inject the frog with the fentanyl?
Sometimes more can get into the jugular vein than usual.
Very nice. Have you ever had any frogs overdose on fentanyl before?
All of them.
All of them?
Nah, just the small ones. We got some green frogs. If you have some big Australian green
I
tree
guess they were
frogs,
green in more ways than one.
the big fat green tree frogs, they can handle a good amount of fat.
Oh.
Goliath frogs, I've used this whole syringe on a Goliath frog, and he, not phased.
Not
He
fake.
went around doing his froggy things. I think I'm a bit thirsty.
Oh my god. Go easy on it, Mr. Well, I forgot your name, Mr. Gittlestein? Mr. Mungus? Mr. Chungus?
Zach Bigglesworth.
Bigglesworth.
Oh, that's some good stuff right there. And yes, sometimes we do take some of our own supply.
You take the fentanyl yourself?
I mean, it's frowned upon, but I'm the managing director of this thing, so I think I should have some leeway with taking it.
So you can know the effects of fentanyl like more personally for yourself?
Yeah, that's why.
What other ones do you take to know the effects of? Is it just fentanyl?
Heroin, LSD, THC,
Trank as well?
DMT, trank.
Oh, yeah. And how has that affected you? Do you feel a closer relationship to the frogs that you inject?
I feel like I am the frogs when I inject. I feel like I'm laying on a table with a really hot scientist injecting trank into him, and then going a good old time staring at the wall like my good old friend the bullfrog one time. We injected him with 5 milliliters of liquid THC, and then He stared at the wall for 7 hours. After like hour 3, we tried to give him a cockroach, and he looked at it, and then he just rolled over onto his back. And then the cockroach started rubbing his belly. It was crazy. Are you okay, sir? We can't forget my best experiment to date.
And what is that?
We got a Goliath frog, straight from Africa. Found him in a river.
So an African Goliath frog?
Yes, 15 inches, 7 pounds.
15 inches? Damn.
So I proposed to my team, we do a lobotomy.
Lobotomy on the trank frog? On
Yes.
the fentanyl frog?
Because the
Oh, hell yeah.
fentanyl messed him up a bit, so we needed to see if we could fix that.
The fentanyl?
So we knocked him out with fentanyl. And then we tied him to a table. I went through his eye with the ice pick. Gave it a little smack to get through that orbital bone, as thin as an eggshell. And then I moved it side to side, separate the brain connections. Afterwards, he was good as new.
Then how did he act after you brought him back?
I had to hand feed him cockroaches because he couldn't move. But he was sober. He wasn't addicted to Fetty anymore.
So you found a way to cure fentanyl addiction through
Yes.
your research on injecting fentanyl into frogs.
I'm thinking I should go around Kensington
Kensington, America, not Kensington from Flushed Away.
and go around random homeless people and give them lobotomies. So I'm thinking of going to Kensington with my team, getting all lobotomy kits. Kensington, Vancouver, we're gonna go everywhere. Skid Row, and we're going around homeless people's tents, and then we give them lobotomies.
So you want to give free lobotomies to drug addicts in the streets of Kensington.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a charity man.
And you think, you are sure that this will help them?
Oh, 1000%.
Have you tested the procedure on a human before?
Yeah, my co-worker Frank, I did it on him, and afterwards he was good as new. He stopped screaming whenever we gave the frog's fentanyl.
He was screaming when you gave the frog fentanyl?
Yeah, he also takes some of the supplies sometimes.
Does everyone in your lab team take a bit of the stuff?
Some of them. I do it the most, but I mean most of us do it. One time I found Frank in the back, standing like this.
And what is that? I know it's a common sort of fentanyl sort of, pose. Do it again, show the audience.
We see it in frogs and humans, where they nod out.
Oh, so the frog does it too?
Yes.
Does the frog stand on 2 legs, or does it just sort of...
Yes, it does.
How does one combine a love of fentanyl and frogs together into one scientific profession?
And the frog was my only love.
You love the frog?
I love the frog. He's still alive today. I rigged his brain up in a tank.
Oh, so he's like, how old is the frog? Should I say the frog's brain?
Like 200, maybe 265.
You've had that frog since you were... How old are you?
265. Oh, no, 300.
How have you lived so long?
Fentanyl. Oh. Oh, yeah. I want it to go to waste. Oh, man. Get it down. Get it down. Oh, you did it.
Fentanyl!
So, like I discussed with you one time during my fentanyl trips.
Frogs aren't just...
So, we were like I was in my room, and my stepdad came out, and he said, yo, we're going out for dinner, and we go for dinner like once a year, so I was very excited. And then once, like, my sister was gone there too, and once, one week, we left, and then when we came back, my grandpa went up to the car, and he was all confused. And we're like, why are you confused? And he said that when he walked into our house, there was no one in the house, the house was empty, he saw a shadow thing sitting on my chair on my computer.
A shadow thing?
A gamer ghost.
A gamer ghost at 3 a.m.?
At 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
There were a horde of frogs in a tank, and I pour them on the floor, I had like 20 of them, and they like all act like a big vacuum, and they will eat all the vomit in like a 10-minute span. And it's completely licked clean. Like if you give a dog a dirty plate.
Dr. Freaky is calling.
I'm in Amsterdam right now.